Good afternoon. I'm Virginia Needham. I have the honor of speaking on behalf of Tom Needham. I've known Tom and have been part of his rodeo career for a very long time. Tom has spent many years devoted to the sport of rodeo. Tom has always set goals with very high expectations, whether he was training his horses, practicing roping, or competing. Always working on improving those skills and helping others to improve, Tom spent time rodeoing, putting on clinics, participating in match ropings throughout the United States, Canada, with some of the best, including several world champions. Upon returning to North Dakota to raise a family, he continued to rodeo throughout the professional organizations, associations, and amateur associations, along with his family. Tom always took pride in riding good horses that he's trained. He's trained some excellent and has some excellent training skills that led him to breaking and training horses for more than several decades for himself and many others. A few of Tom's horses have won the North Dakota Calf Roping Horse of the Year. Several of the horses that Tom has trained were bought by top PRCA calf ropers and breakaway ropers. Two of Tom's horses have been ridden at the National Finals rodeos, while others have been ridden at the College National Finals rodeos and have won the National Finals rodeos, National High School Finals rodeos, and several of the rodeo associations throughout the states. Tom continues to ride and team rope today in several associations on a horse that he continues to train. He continues to give back to the sport of rodeo by teaching and coaching young high school ropers and attending their rodeos whenever possible to provide support. Tom continues to work with his grandsons and his granddaughter, teaching them to rope and team rope and calf rope and breakaway rope. I believe Tom would be a great addition to the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame. I have the pleasure of reading on behalf of Paul Petska, who was unable to attend this nomination banquet. Paul writes, I've met and known Tom and his family for more than 40 plus years, and you won't find a more humble or hardworking people. Mine and Tom's family spent many hours in the practice pen in the mid to late 70s. Tom was a cowboy of vision with a hard work ethic, always looking for ways to improve himself, his roping, or his horses. I knew then, from our time spent in the practice pen or traveling to rodeos, that he was going to go far with either his roping, his horses, or both. He was goal-driven. Tom has always had many rodeo accomplishments in his life, from roping championships, a PRCA record, to many outstanding self-trained champion horses, but you'll never hear it from him or bragging on himself. I truly believe Tom Needham is a great candidate for the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Tom. From myself, Gail, Ty, and Corey, thank you. Paul Petska.
Good afternoon. I am Nacole Lehman, and I am the daughter of Tom Needham, and I have the privilege of giving testimonials today on the behalf of Willard Moody and Dee Pickett, who are unable to attend the nomination banquet this afternoon. The first testimony is from Willard Moody. I met Tom Needham back in the mid-70s when he came to Oklahoma to work on his roping. I immediately admired Tom's work ethic toward improving his roping. In the summer of 1977, Tom set a new fast time record in the tie-down roping for the PRCA at Ponca, Nebraska. The old record dated back to the days of the RCA and had been in the Guinness Book of World Records for many years. Those were the days when the event was still called calf roping and the weight limits on the calves were much higher than they are today. Tom traveled with me in the fall of 1977. I was sitting third in the world at that time, but any time we practiced roping or tying calves, Tom would always beat me. He was a cowboy that really roped outstanding with superb horsemanship skills, who went on to train several calf horses in and out of the state of North Dakota, along with the Badlands, several state and amateur calf roping titles in North Dakota. Also with the help of Virginia, Tom put on many calf roping, barrel racing, goat tying, and clinics for competitors of all ages at their partial North Dakota residence. I believe Tom Needham is a great candidate for the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame, and I don't believe he ever received the credit he deserved for tying the fastest calf ever tied up to 1977. Sincerely, Willard Moody, PRSA Gold Card member, Casa Grande, Arizona, formerly Elmore City, Oklahoma. The next testimonial I have is from Dee Pickett. I first met Tom, Virginia, and Nacole in the 70s in Marla, Oklahoma at Junior and K Garrisons. I remember Tom was a very motivated, goal-oriented, and driven person. He wanted to not only be the best roper and horseman he could be, but he also wanted to learn and learn from the best in the business. He wanted to be around winners, travel with winners, and have that mindset of a winner. I followed Tom throughout his career after he and his family moved back to North Dakota. Tom turned out to be that winner, a heck of a cowboy, horseman, and clinician, winning a Badlands Circuit calf roping title, several state and amateur titles. I also had the privilege of watching two of Tom's horses carry calf ropers at the NFR in Las Vegas. Tom Needham is an outstanding cowboy, nominated for the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Tom. You are deserving on this nomination of honoree. Sincerely and best of luck, Dee Pickett. Thank you.